The moment that you give up on dating, that just feels so good. Like, I am just done trying to find a man, a boyfriend. Feels good to just like be like, you know what? I'm focusing on me this year. Not that I ever was the type to really go out and per se look for a boyfriend, but it feels good to just give up on dating and just be like, I just don't really care. I know that sounds bad, but oh well. I just don't really want to focus on that. I want to focus it on me, what I want out of a career, my life, what makes me happy.
Okay, Allie.
Hi.
So did something happen?
I feel like, and I can speak to some women who are in Gen Z, I've had so many bad experiences dating. And when you have so many bad experiences after bad experiences, it's like riding a bike. It's like you fall off the bike and then you fall off the bike again. You're like,
I'm just gonna go ahead. I mean, so this is an interesting video because this is a licensed psychiatric person, psychotherapist, and you know, she's a professional, right? And I can almost guarantee you she's about to comb through this woman's thought process and say bullshit. It's all bullshit in a nice way. Because just even hearing that, again, bro, I know people go through things. We've all had bad relationships. We've all have dealt with partners that, you know, are not the best. But the reality is, if you don't learn from your mistakes, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, keep going for the same demographic of person, keep, you know, entertaining the type of person that doesn't respect you or doesn't, you know, pour into you the way that you're pouring into them, what do you expect? And that is a big issue that, like, I just think for whatever reason, a lot of people just put themselves through. Why do you think someone's going to respect you when you don't respect yourself? And I don't want to put that on this woman specifically, but just in general, people give up on relationships and they want to point the finger. But the reality is, if you stop tolerating certain bullshit, you watch how your life changes. Certain bullshit's gonna stop happening to you. There's two, like, the biggest changes that I've made in my life, it's not even about relationships. Once I told myself, I am no longer standing for bullshit. I am no longer lowering my standards. I am no longer going to keep bending backwards, breaking my back for people that don't give a fuck about me. And it's not from a place of fuck you, but it's from a place of protecting my peace. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to put myself in a scenario. If I start seeing red flags and people start showing me that we're not compatible, obviously I'm human. I'm gonna, you know, maybe not on the first time, fool me once, you know, all right, let me see what's going on, but fool me twice, all right, bro, I'm not gonna get fooled again. I'm straight off that. You don't respect my morals, especially if I done laid it out for you after, you know, it doesn't happen. So let's see what a real professional has to say. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy on the internet who's lived life, and I just will get on here and yap my ass off and tell y'all the things that I've been through. But I'm going to call bullshit here, and I'm very curious to hear what a professional has to say.
now I don't want to get on the bike. You see the bike and you're almost afraid of the bike. You're like, keep it away from me. And my friends have had.
Can I ask? What is bad experience?
Oh, bad experiences.
Yes.
Just guys who I'll meet them, they'll present to be one way at first, and they later find out that they're a completely different version of themselves.
Somebody's going like this right there.
Yes.
That's part of it. Or lying about like big aspects of their lives, like careers or past people that they've dated. So it really kind of, for me, set me back and didn't really want me to date. And it's not just me, it's my friends. I hear it from other people online on social media as well. And it makes you not want to date anymore. So I feel like with dating, a lot of women like myself have been disappointed, right? You never want to feel disappointed in something, but a lot of men feel angry. So I guess my question would be, what do men and women really want from each other with dating, and how as a society do we move forward?
Okay, Esther.
Yes, Oprah.
Lady Esther. Yeah.
But if you allow me, I was going slightly in a different direction, because you made a point of saying, I'm going to focus on me. And, you know, you probably have gone to bad restaurants, but that just meant that you didn't go back to that restaurant.
Should I just go get my fucking degree in psychology? Should I just go get my, you know what? From now on, let's make this an in-house community thing. When I start reacting to vids like this, I'm about to be like, yo, it's Dr. Bert. I got my degree in bullshit psychology. You know what I'm saying? I got my degree in bullshit psychology because I got it out the mud. I didn't go to school. I didn't study nothing. But it gets to a point where it's like, hey, bro, this shit kind of just be common sense. So I'm calling my degree bullshit psychology because she's about to call her out and say, verbatim, just because you went to a bad restaurant and you didn't like that restaurant, do you now think all restaurants are bad? No, you just don't go back to that restaurant. Stop doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Stop dealing with the same type of individual and expect a different result. God damn. Let's continue.
It didn't mean that you stopped going to any restaurant. It also means
Look at everybody's in there. Like she just fucking said the craziest thing in the world. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it play.
yes, Oprah.
Lady Esther. Yeah.
But if you allow me, I was going slightly in a different direction because you made a point of saying I'm going to focus on me. And, you probably have gone to bad restaurants, but that just meant that you didn't go back to that restaurant. It didn't mean that you stopped going to any restaurant. It also
Come
means...
on, church.
It also means maybe the food was bad, but that doesn't mean you had an indigestion. So there's range here. Do you date mostly on apps?
No, in real life and also on apps. So it's kind of a mix of the two.
Okay. So you've had bad experiences, but the reverse of that is not to go for no experience. The reverse for that is to become more aware, to learn, to understand very quickly who you should meet, who you shouldn't meet, to become discerning. But what's interesting, when you say, I'm going to focus on me, I'm going to focus on my career, there is no relationships in there anymore. And we live in a network of relationships. The romantic relationship is one of them. You may have male friends, you may have girlfriends, you may have people that you work with who you are friendly with. It's not about, my whole psyche is focused on meeting somebody, and it takes all my energy, and there's nothing left for me for anything else. And by the way, dating often takes place away from our life at this point. And then after a while, you have the big reveal, and you bring this person to your friends, rather than meeting them. And that is one of my suggestions. Whoever you meet first, don't meet them alone. Meet them in your life. First of all, you'll have a lot of data points. Second of all, if it doesn't work nice, you still have a nice time with your friends who are there. You don't feel like you went away, you checked something out. Most dating opportunities at this point are like job interviews. They're not adventures. Bring the person into your life. Whatever you were going to go do, suggest to them that they come and do it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's game, man. Sometimes the way you gotta listen to the OGs. Pretty much, if you didn't understand that, I'd argue that you might have missing brain cells. But, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much she's saying, look, and guys, I think you guys can use this too. And this is why I always tell y'all, go outside, bro. Go get hobbies. Go, join a chess club. Go fucking join karate club. Go, join a run club. Go do stuff like that because, what could also be dope instead of just a traditional, oh, let's go for, this a restaurant. Let's go to the movies. It could be like, hey, I'm actually, you meet a girl at the gym. She's more into fitness. Hey, I'm actually gonna be going to do a marathon with a couple of my friends, or I'm gonna go do this run club. We're all meeting up at this hill. I'm gonna go do this. You should tag along. I think you'd have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Introduce them to some things that you're into, or or go to a social setting, something where maybe not an acting class, even though that could be a fun first date, honestly, but maybe like a sip and paint. First date, other people in the room, instructor. It takes a little bit of the edge off. It's not just one-on-one, but you get to be social and learn each other's personality in a social setting. Like, these are things that you definitely can do. I think, one, to take the edge off, but two, to just enjoy life. Not make everything so goddamn like, does he meet this box? Do they meet this box? Do they meet this box? You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to my guys and girls here. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I can sit here and point at all the girls and fuck. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I feel like this is more of a female mentality in the sense of, at the end of the day, women, if you're gonna be honest, you guys do have more option than men. But that I'm not gonna let my niggas off the hook. Y'all be acting like bitches, bro. Y'all be tucking y'all tails, scared to talk to women, scared to do anything, and y'all lives boring as shit. You know, you don't have any hobbies outside of just watching TV and eating chips, some of y'all. And then y'all expect women to be interested in you. So, it's a two-way street, bro. I'm yapping. I'm definitely kind of rambling off in a different direction here. So let's stay on topic. But guys, it's my bullshit psychology degree, bro. I was like, there's just no way she's gonna say anything that I think differently, because I be thinking to myself, like, this should just be common sense, bro. This should just be common sense. But hey,
Would you have other people there, not to check them out, just because that's what your life is? And then you'll instantly know. And if it doesn't, you won't have the sense that I've put all my energy into this. There's nothing left. I'm done with this. And now I'm just focusing on myself, because I lose myself when I go and try to date. Don't lose yourself. Bring them into where you are. Then you'll see.
So, like, you would suggest, like, bringing them into my space and maybe meeting them with a group of people, such as, like,
Correct.
friends, and then
Correct.
somewhere I'm comfortable with.
Join us for whatever you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. I mean, so much of the day, exactly. So much of the day is like meeting first of all, in a noisy place where you're trying to have a conversation and you ask a set of questions. And then you look in to see, are there any butterflies in here at the same time? No, there's no butterflies that can come from having these kind of boring conversations. Do your thing.
It's boring.
They're boring.
Yeah.
They're boring.
Yeah.
Boring.
Integrate whatever you were going to do. You were going to go hiking, biking, swimming, picnicking. Now, whatever you do, I'm doing this, join me.
Everybody's nodding. Doesn't this sound really
I
good?
agree, yeah.
This sounds
Because
really
you're less
good.
exhausted. You're less feeling like I'm focused on dating, and the other side is I'm focused on me. There's only two options.
So it makes it a little bit, like, calmer, and then you could have your friends kind of see what
And
they
then your
think
friends
about
see
the
him and say,
person.
nah.
I kind of feel like she's still not getting it. It's not about the friends. It's not just about that. It's just about, not putting all the, like, I think a lot of young people, honestly, a lot of people in general, y'all put too much pressure on everything. Like, sometimes y'all just need to shut the fuck up and relax. I mean that in the most genuine, non-disrespectful way. But, like, sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and relax. Everything you do is not the end of the world. Everything that bad that happens to you is not the end of the world. Everything that it good happened to you doesn't mean your life is about to change and it's gonna be like this big, catastrophic change. Just relax, bro. You can have good and bad experiences all in one instant. You gotta, like, it's just like people. Just because somebody does something bad once in their life or several times in their life, does that make them a bad person? No. It's the overall picture. It's the big picture. Sometimes everybody needs to take a step back, take a deep breath, and just relax. You're still alive. You're still living. You still have a job. You still have internet. You still have a roof over your head. What the fuck are you stressed about? Why does every decision you make have to be the life or death decision? Why can't you just try something and experience it and decide whether you liked it or not? Or still not be sure, so you keep trying, and then, down the line you say, you know what, I'm glad I tried this. I enjoyed the experience. Maybe I'm done doing it, but I'm glad that I have those in my memories now. Or, this is my new favorite thing to do. This is my new favorite place to be. This is my new favorite store to shop at. This is my new favorite person to be around. I'm glad that, I tried this. It's not that deep. Like, it's really not that deep. Every little bad thing that happens to you doesn't need to be the reason why you explode and you get super emotional and the world is over. That person hurt your feelings, cool. That person says something you don't like, cool. It doesn't matter. Your world doesn't have to shatter. I don't know, bro. I'm so passionate about this shit because I just see it time and time again. I think that's how people develop addictions. Everything is such a big deal. You know, I'll see people, let's put it on something like, I'm not gonna say any names, but I have friends that will have I have a friend specifically, he'll have one bad night of sleep, and then it's like, yo, bro, like, I just haven't been sleeping good. I gotta do this and take this to help, you know, potentially make me sleep better. And then it's like, now your whole world and psyche is revolved around this one thing. And that's how people have these addictive personalities. They just fixate on one thing. It's such a big deal. It's like, or you could just go to bed earlier today, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, some days you're just gonna be tired. Like, it's okay. Like, a lot of y'all be self-diagnosing. Oh, I have anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. It's like, we all got fucking anxiety, bruh. Anxiety is just the feeling of nervousness and, you know, caring. You have anxiety because you care. It's not a bad thing. You have anxiety because you're thinking about, you know, the next steps you want to take. You don't need to go numb yourself from your anxiety. Your anxiety is energy. It's your nerves. It's like, okay, it's your brain and your nerve, your psyche telling you, hey, maybe you should do something about this. Maybe you should work a little bit harder. Maybe you should get up off your ass and do X, Y, and Z. That's why you have anxiety. And the reason why it's fucking stressing you out, because you're spending too much time up here instead of just doing the fucking action. It's okay. Hey, man. But maybe I just got a degree in bullshit psychology. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But also, you see them interact with others instantly.
Exactly.
I love this idea.
I mean, after all, what you're checking out is to know, can we have a life together or a piece of a life together? So the best way to know that is to be ecological. Bring them in your natural habitat.
I actually like that idea. I've never thought of it like that. It's a great idea.
I love that so much when you've never thought of it that way before. Nor have I.
It was for you.
Thank you, Miss Esther. Thank you.
Word. I think that's the end of that. This is a very long video, but I ain't gonna lie, you know, there's probably a lot of gems in here if y'all want to go tap into it. I'll leave the link in the description so y'all can go watch that, man. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. My name's Dr. Bert, okay? I'm playing, man. I love y'all so much. Where you at, family? Hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment up, let me know what y'all think. And I'm in the I'll see you on the next one.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet. Yeah.